everybody. I made another picture. This one was surprising, but awesome too. And this is it. Sorry, the lighting's a little kooky right now because it's morning and I can't. But this is an alien being. As you can see, he's of African complexion. He is a reflection of sunlight, he says. He is super loud, super wants to connect with planet Earth and help human beings, especially human beings of a dark skin color, because they need to see that their DNA strand, their genetic makeup, what creates them, is a gift of sunlight. I don't know, I try and get a name for them, but Reggie is the only thing I can think of. I don't know, because he's so super happy, he's so super joyful, he's so bursting with happiness, and I don't know why, but Reggie just makes me think of, it is like the name for him. This is like the name I keep thinking of, so I'm just gonna call him Reggie, okay? So this is Reggie, he's an alien being. He wants to interact with human beings on Earth, loves human beings. He super wants it to be known that so he keeps calling it African, so African skin, he says Africans smile big, he says Africans smile big, and Africans laugh loudly, and they are laughter, and they're big smiles, and they are joyful. Africans are of the sun, he says. Africans are the gods of sun, and we live in the sun, is what he says. Africans do not live in the snow, Africans live in the sun, he says. He says that he sees Africans thinking that they are dark as the shadow, and he is so loud and so imperative that Africans need to see that they are of sunlight. They are not of shadow, they are not of the skin color, they are of the sun, they are a gift of the sun. And they are a gift of laughter and joy and boisterous and beats and rhythm and dancing, and that is African. He says, do you see me sad? Do you see me crying? Do you see me smiling? Do you see how big I smile? Africans smile big. He keeps saying this. It's like super needs African people to smile. He sees how this is super huge. This is a super big deal. On this planet, we don't really talk about alien beings that look like African beings, African humans. So imperative that Africans have an awareness that their skin, that their DNA, their skin type, their expression is super sacred and super is a gift. It is a gift of the universe. It is a gift of sunlight. You don't see African alien beings. You don't. This was when I drew this. I actually was not. Again, I've been trying to draw what is a really good image of Avery, my friend Avery, the human alien, and he's white. Very human-looking blonde hair. So I can't seem to draw him because every time I try to draw him, something else gets in the way. So I started drawing this guy, and I'm like, okay, that's not Avery's eyes, that's not Avery's face, and then his skin just keeps getting darker, and then all this bright yellow light, all this sunlight is just sort of blinding the whole picture. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm actually creating what is, this is a real life alien, an African skin tone, alien being interacting. I'm so happy. It's funny because it's taken me some days to create this. And so I have this like smiling man who's getting more and more complexion, and then the background's getting more sunny, and so every time I see him, it's just sort of laughing every time because he's just so happy, and then I can start to hear just so much happiness from this image, and I think it's really, I mean, I live in Iowa. There's not a lot of diversity here, so it's quite strange that I have this inspiration that this is what I draw, because I don't see, there's not a lot of diversity here, so I don't see a lot of black people here, and so this is quite a unique thing for me. Sort of creates a whole new perspective on diversity, and so you have, obviously you have society, and society is what influences and inspires us to have behaviors, and I've always recognized that what our black people have a different relationship with society than white people. And obviously live in America, so we have a very unique sort of history with blacks and whites, obviously. And it is, there's like this really big need for there to continuously be focusing on equality between skin tones. He said, so I'm connecting with him so he can share some wisdom related to this, because what is so loud is sort of like, it's sort of like, don't use the word equality. Don't use this word. This word is what confuses the dreams of African. He says, just remember who you are. Just remember that you smile big and you laugh loud. You smile bigger and you laugh louder, and you are, you are sunlight. You are God of sunlight, and that is what you are. Just be that. And then equality, or what is balance and harmony, returns to you. Sound is so important. He said that for African beings, your actual genetic makeup is actually based on sounds that are rhythmic, which is why you associate so much with beats and rhythms and rhyming and what is. That is so a part of your actual genetic makeup, that you would have this sort of attraction to certain ways of dancing and moving and certain sounds and beats, and that is so special. It's so unique to your genetic makeup. Let me think here. I didn't know. I had no idea. I did not expect this. I didn't know. I'm like so dumbfounded, and I'm so like happy at the same time, because I've never seen an African alien before, and so this is the best thing ever for me to see this, because all human beings need to see that Africans do live in the universe on other planets, and that they are special and loved and a gift of the universe too. And so I'm like really excited to showcase this. I'm like so excited that it's really hard for me to calm down enough to connect and to hear his messages. Let's see. So okay, so he all right, give me a few minutes here and see what he says. It's kind of odd, because I'm challenged because of my what is my development, where I don't have a relationship with their African. I don't have that relationship genetically, or just in where I live, and so the feelings he's giving me are so unusual to me. So it take me a minute to try to relay his information, because it's so unique. And it comes to me in what are drumming beats and sounds, and what feels so reminds me so much of what our African relationships with the earth and with the spirit world, and with what is rejoicing. Africans are like flowers that rejoice, and they are like really loud, beautiful voices that create the harmonies that actually manifest things in the physical reality. He says that black people are that gift of voice. That is their gift, to have this voice and sound and joy, and the special drum beats that are associated with their genetic makeup. He says that black people being sad is harming the universe. Black people need to be the smile, need to be the joy, need to be a harmony and balance, and own it, like own who and what they are, but not just be you, just be as you are intended to be. And he says that intention is to be in connection and oneness with the earth and the universe, and to showcase your sounds, showcase your voice, showcase your smile, showcase your laughter, because that is so special to the universe. Created Black people just specifically for these qualities, that they when they release their joy and their sounds and their smiles and their laughter, it uniquely balances, creates, and harmonizes the universe. That is the special gift of Black people. That's different. All the colors that are in existence, all the forms, every creation has its special genetic makeup that is its specific gifts to the universe. And African Black people on this planet need to remember who and what they are. He can't be sad because he is so happy. Sun is not sad. Sun is bright. Sun shows how bright it is. See how bright he is in the sunlight? He is black. He is resistant to what white people can't tolerate sunlight. He can tolerate sunlight. He's as bright as the sun. That is special for Black people to know this, that you are one with the sun and the sunlight, and to be expressions of sunlight for this earth and for everybody, for yourselves, for each other, and for the earth. And let's see what else so much music. He really needs to hear more music coming from Black people here. There's been sort of like a chaos of confusion in the mind and the connection with self and with who and what you are as you harmonize and rebalance the universe. Black people have to exist in the universe. He exists on he exists in the universe, and his creation, his Black genetic makeup is imperative for healing, balance, reharmonizing the universe. Black people live all over the universe, he says. Where he lives is very hot, and he loves the sun. He loves the sun, he loves heat. He's not overwhelmed by heat at all. He is in oneness with the sun. He knows of his balance with the sun harmonies. And he says, so he shows me what is a heartbeat. Heartbeats are drum beats, and Black people need to own their heartbeats is their drum beat. And when they are in oneness with the drum beat, their hearts beat with joy, and that joy gets felt in the universe. You need to be in oneness with this, he says. Let me see. Okay, so I'm starting to see him not as... This is like a cartoon version of him. Obviously, I'm not like an incredible artist or anything, but this is really what he looks like. And I'm starting to see him more vividly as what he looks like in his real world. So, so black hands and skin and everything, natural, looks very much so human, like a black human being. Very strong, sturdy. He says black people have physical strength. They're very strong. See here, black people can run. Black people can jump. Black people are strong. And they are loud and laughter and so much joy and so much strength and athleticism, and these are all in combination. The strong drum beat and the strong body, the strong heartbeat and the strong voice and the laughter, and these are all sounds of what is the gift of what is black people. Let's see. So he sees Africa. He sees black people, and this always keeps so Africa, the sort of forgotten continent, you know, of where Boy, this is hard. Hold on a second. We try to make sense of what he's saying, because the complicated part is he doesn't feel sorrow. He only feels joy and happiness, but he does see sadness, and he does want to create smiles everywhere in black people. Because it isn't right for them not to be, doesn't make sense for them to not be smiling. It doesn't make sense for black people to not be rejoicing. Torment and torture and violation of his kind. To prevent blacks from being the balancers and harmonizers of the universe. What is deception? Deception that corrupts the connection with who and what they are. They have been. This is huge. So there's a reason why Africa is the continent that has been so royally upside down, backwards, and so corrupted, destroyed, so mangled and mutilated. Black people get picked out because, actually, this is interesting. Without black people, the sounds go, when the black people are gone, the sounds and the drum beats and the dancing and the echoes and all this stuff, the harmonizers are annihilated. So where's the harmonizers at? We need the black people. We absolutely have to have black people here on this planet to help with the balancing through the sounds and the joy and the echoing. This is why Africa is targeted for destruction, basically, because the black people have to be suppressed. The black sounds and beats and love and joy and the naturalness of what they are is so known that they have to be contained, quieted, and that is why there's been so much suffering of black. That black people have suffered a great deal. And now there's confusion as to how they can become one with who and what they are again. And it has been a corruption of what is, so white people have their own unique gifts. And when they're fed these lies, or, and we're talking about hundreds, thousands, we're talking of so many years of what is corruption and confusion of how to connect and love and be in balance with each other. They're showing me how white people annihilated all of the Native Americans. This is other voices. This Reggie is so happy. Can't be sad, but needs black people to be happy too and not sad. But they're showing me that white people have been deceived into thinking that white is purity. White is a reflection of purity and angelic sort of light, and that lesser colors are of lesser value, and especially deceived to think that connection with God or religion and all of that is the holy way, is the holy pathway. And so those that were extremely connected with earth and nature and sort of jungle life, or Native Americans or Africans, or are deceived by earth. There's no, earth is not a mother. Earth is not, there's only God, and there's only this Holy Spirit, and the deception that came with what is Christianity and all of this stuff. I say there are leaders in every single color on this planet, wonderful, beautiful voices that have come in every single color. Jesus and Buddha and what is Martin Luther King, and voices, and they're saying there's very prominent African people, people that are have lived in Africa, and voices even today right now that are making a huge monumental change. I don't have a lot of relationship with this, but they're making it very clear that there are many African voices that are starting to come alive, like Reggie is, to be in oneness with who and what they are, and help memories return to black people of who and what they are. That is what is going on right now with the world, with human awakenings. People keep talking about it. restructuring, remembering what it is to be your natural expression, what it is to be in oneness with the earth, all colors to be in oneness with the earth, and to be in oneness with each other, to actually use each other for each other's specific genetic gifts. White people have their genetic gifts, black people have their genetic gifts, Asian people have their genetic gifts. And then you see it through the varying cultures across the planet, what is their genetic gifts. And we have to use each other, and of all the colors, and actually rejoice in the colors. Actually rejoice, because our earth is covered in a rainbow of people, and we need to rejoice in the rainbow. So every single color is important. You can't have a rainbow without blue or green. You can't have a rainbow without red. You have to have all the colors to have a rainbow. And we need all the colors on this planet, and we need to love each other. They say this word equality is extremely, it is the devil. It's the only way I can describe it. The word equality is, because it confuses things. It keeps us in a channeled harmony with structure and politics and what is this? The human thinking right now, the word equality does not actually create equality at all, is what they say. Equality doesn't create equality. It is a goal. It is a goal, and it is not going to be successful. Equality is not successful. The only thing that is successful is when you understand the gifts of yourself as a creation, and then you share it as who and what you are, and you just wear that badge loudly and proudly, and then you keep giving. Whatever you do, just keep loving and giving who and what you are, no matter what stands in your way. You have to. That is how the sounds reharmonize the entire planet, is when we each stand up and choose to be our expression that our soul chose to have. Your soul chose to be black. Your soul chose to be Asian. Your soul chose to be white. Your soul chose to be, what is your color? And then your color that you choose has special gifts that it gives to the universe, and how it balances and harmonizes. But this super huge, trying to promote black people to remember their birthright as a creation. What the purpose of their creation is. They are sun. Actually, this is what he says. Sunlight, the sun, had a dream, and the dream was to manifest its own child. And the child then was born to be able to praise the sun and rejoice in the sunlight. White people can't rejoice in the sunlight. Black people can rejoice in the sunlight. The sunlight is their mother. And the sunlight is their gift, and the sunlight needs to hear how happy they are and rejoice in the sun. Rejoice and to know who their mother is. And then to share how happy they are. To be a creation of the sun is what he says. And then by the way you share sounds and joy and laughter, you actually yourselves create, black people create sunlight, and through the sounds that they, their drum beat, their dancing, their heartbeats, their rejoicing, their smiles, their laughter, and all of this is actually, so you have sunlight manifest black people's joy, which is the joy of sunlight, and sunlight and vibrations of sound and laughter and all these things, then actually creates vibrations that reharmonize and balance the entire universe. You have to have black people, absolutely have to. This isn't about equality. This is just knowing that black people have an important role in creation and being a creation, and then assisting with balancing and reharmonizing creation. So when you talk about equality, what are we getting involved in? White people versus black people. It's not about white people versus black people. It's actually what are our gifts as a creation, and how can we share our gifts with each other and share our gifts to reharmonize the earth, then reharmonize the universe. And so that is what this is about. So this is so special. Like black people, like this, there's like so much oppression towards what is black skin tone over so many thousands of years. What is a massive sort of like like a need to purge black people or something, and that black people are so adored and so loved in the universe, and there aren't enough flowers to say thank you to all of the black people who are in existence. The flowers grow because of you. The sunlight is even brighter because of you. The sounds are even more joyful, and the dancing is even more exciting, and the rhythm and the laughter and the smiling is even bigger because of you, because of black people. That is your gift. So be in oneness with that is what I'm being told here. So it was imperative, and I feel so blessed actually, because it is so unlike anything I've come across. You don't come across black aliens. How come you don't ever see black aliens? People don't see. We need to bring in every single voice that we can out in the universe to help us remember and help. I'm like so adamant about sharing whatever messages of love I can to help human beings. So wherever it comes from, whoever I'm gonna end up drawing, so I can share their voice, then I'm gonna do that. Just to help human beings to see differently and understand differently and create awareness, create new ways of loving each other. That's my goal. That's what I'm here for. So that's my video for today. I'm still kind of dumbfounded. I did not anticipate this beautiful creation and this beautiful message. I'm like so glad I could share this, and so I'm curious to see what it means to people. So that is all I have for today, but more to come, of course, so thank you for watching.